The best of the best were awarded and promoted at this year's Huntington Beach Fire Department Awards ceremony, January 30th, inside the Huntington Beach Central Library Theater. The categories included Meritorious Service Award, Unit Commendation, and Life Saving Awards.
I'm blessed as a fire chief. I think the community is fortunate to have a fire department that has a level of professionalism and dedication and commitment to this community. Not only are they responding to emergencies every day, but they're really doing things above and beyond that make a difference in people's lives and really contribute to what I call the quality of life in this community. The members of the Huntington Beach Fire Department that were recognized this evening have done just that. They've taken actions that have clearly made a difference and thereby being important in someone's life. And others have worked hard in order to assume positions of higher authority, and some have realized the value and the opportunity and chose to join our fire department family.
Among the more than 18 awards, appointments, and promotions were the appointments of a new deputy fire marshal, 2 new fire captains, and 2 new firefighter paramedics. The width and breadth of the dedication of the Huntington Beach Fire Department knows no borders or boundaries.
They know that when people are in need, people need to respond, and firefighters so often are the people that volunteer to be able to help, and they'll go across the country to do it, and that's just really outstanding character on their parts.
And that's what happened for 2 recognized firefighters.
In May of last year, a Category 5 tornado devastated parts of Oklahoma. The portion of the state that had the most damage included the city of Moore. That happens to be where firefighter paramedic Brian Russell formerly lived. He also worked for the Oklahoma City Fire Department before he came to Huntington Beach. And when Brian learned about the extent of the damage, as you can imagine, a lot of apprehension, some anxiety, he wanted to help. That's his nature. And he was even more determined to help when he realized his neighborhood had been destroyed and saw on television his home was gone. Following this, Brian began to make plans to travel to Oklahoma on his own time, at his own expense, to help in the disaster relief efforts. He took a number of actions to help raise money and to publicize the need for help for those who suffered from the tornado. Along the way included enlisting his colleague, firefighter paramedic Mark Thornberry, to accompany him. Mark's no stranger to community service, previously volunteered in places like Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia. So together, Brian and Mark raised over $7,000 in gift cards, and donations from friends, from relatives, from city employees, and from the Huntington Beach Firefighters Association. Their efforts included promoting the need for help with the relief efforts through interviews with Channel 2 News, KCAL News, and a number of local media sources. In fact, Brian's interview with the Orange County Register appeared as a cover story in the newspaper. Upon arriving in Oklahoma, they were amazed at what they saw, the extent of the damage beyond what they'd ever seen. The stories of the devastation and loss were numerous, as you can imagine, heart-wrenching. One young man described how he hid in his closet while his entire home was destroyed by the tornado. Another family said at first they felt fortunate that they only lost their roof, only to have the rain ruin all their belongings. So through the local volunteer center, Brian and Mark were able to assist in the relief efforts. They were also able to distribute the gift cards that so many people had generously donated. And at one point, the supervisor of the volunteer center was taken back by what they had brought and actually said that it's exactly what our people need. In addition to their sacrifice of time and money to help, they actually also put themselves in danger traveling to Oklahoma, as there were ongoing tornado warnings. In fact, while they were there, the last night they were there, 5 tornadoes touched down, including a second Category 5 twister. And in all the chaos and all the stress, they were actually pinned in traffic that everybody was trying to leave the area. One of the scariest things I think they've ever experienced, and they've both been through a lot. So for their actions, the Huntington Beach Fire Department is proud to bestow the Meritorious Service Award on Brian Russell and Mark Thornberry.
The Huntington Beach Fire Department is itself a recognized model of respect and heroism.
Our firefighters, your firefighters, they do great things every day in the community. Tonight was an opportunity to recognize some of those individuals who went above and beyond what anybody would ask other than themselves. They ask of themselves every day to be there when the community needs them, at their time of need, when people are facing the worst days in their life. Our community's blessed.
For Surf City Highlights, this is Matt Liffering.